to my first ever Ava Ray Doodles YouTube video. Today I'm going to show you some therapeutic art activities that I personally use to get into a relaxing flow state of mind, or just to feel motivated and get my creative juices flowing. When I say therapeutic art and flow state, I'm talking about using art as a vessel or a prop to develop our single focus, or a tunnel vision state of mind that shuts down the outside world and all the unproductive mental traffic that we usually get way too wrapped up in. There are many different vessels and activities to access this state of mind, like sports or yoga, breathing, etc. When it comes to art though, I find that people get a little intimidated or overwhelmed by what they should or shouldn't or could draw. So the intent of this video is to remove the thinking of what you should draw and help you reach this flow state on your own with the least amount of resistance as possible. Let's get started. In order for me to feel ready and present to create, there's a few things I do to make sure that my body and environment feel really good to be in. To do this, I'll get a little movement in, whether that's surf, stretch, dance, gym, so I can release some energy. And then I have a nourishing snack so I'm not distracted by hunger while I create. Then I'll clean my entire apartment because there's something about tidying up and organizing my space that gives me such mental peace and clarity. All right, we're clean, full, ready to go. Let's do this. You're just gonna need some paper and any writing utensil. Oh, I almost forgot. Grab a pencil and something circular. I'm gonna use this can of beets, but anything round. This is basically our stencil, so everything that we're gonna draw is gonna look absolutely perfectly round, which my perfectionist brain loves. Starting at the edge of our circle, make a line with a little bit of a wave that comes towards the center. This will be our foundation for what we're about to draw. We're gonna use the first point and make our second line and bring it towards that second point, but kind of overlap it over the first line a little bit. It'll start to give this kind of 3D-ish effect. Go for a few more of these lines on this side. You'll see it kind of starts to resemble like a leaf. All right, we're gonna connect that original line to the other edge of this circle. So we have one nice wavy line. Pretty much copying like we did before, we're going to use this new start point and end point to create these other lines. Now that we have these points where our lines can begin and end, we can just keep building off of it. Now I'll add lines to the other side of our original starting line. The closer I can keep my line to the start and end points, the cooler and more 3D this thing's gonna look. The more we fill them out, the more they'll look like little baby onions or shallots or cloves of garlic. You're gonna keep repeating the original design. So it doesn't really matter where you start and end. There's always a way to fill in blank space with other lines. This and the next two designs I'm going to show you are repetitive for a reason. Once you understand how to draw these, it'll start to feel really natural and you won't have to think a lot. And that's exactly how we'll get into a flow state. Once your circle gets pretty full, you're going to have some of these awkward little spots, and I just wanted to show you how you could go about filling them in. So if there's enough space, you can just make another little guy, or you can just kind of fill it in with black, or just add some lines, kind of improv, see what fits the best with whatever the given shape is. This is what the final product should kind of look like. If it doesn't, no big deal. As long as you were relaxed and enjoyed the process, that's all that matters. Okay, grab your can of vegetables again and let's make a nice pretty pencil circle for this next design. Starting at the very top of our circle, make some horizontal lines pretty close to each other. When you get to the fourth or fifth line, start to make it a little less straight and give it a really subtle kind of wave. The next wave should be a little bit more defined. So now we're going to copy this line, but we're going to let them touch where the wave kind of dips down. and we're gonna kind of always have it shifting to the right. So as you can see, it's starting to create this moving effect. It's a little bit similar to our first design that we did, where we're kind of just bending and manipulating these lines to make it look like it's more than it is. Notice how I'm going to prepare for this next little wave to happen on the left side of the circle. So you don't have to keep adding more of these little waves, but I just like it for the effect. And by the end, you're gonna have all these diagonal lines going across your circle, which means that you did a good job. Now you get to erase that pencil and enjoy that perfect shape you made. For this last one, we're gonna start in the center of our circle and make a little oval, but with a little point at one end. And then from this point, we're gonna keep building off of it. It'll start to look like a muscle, but instead of getting wider, we'll try to keep it kind of narrow until we get to the outer edge of the circle. Okay, and now same thing from the center. We're gonna build next to the previous one and the next one. And see, mine are getting kind of wide, which wasn't really part of the plan, but it does look kind of cool, so I'm just going with it. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new from this video. You now have these 3 designs in your back pocket, practice them on your own, and let me know how it goes in the comments. Subscribe if you want to see more videos and inspiration by me, and I'll see you next time.